shows. You see.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Putin attacking us.
John Marzano is watching. That's exciting.
As always.
John, share it on your page.
Yeah, John, get us some views.
Whenever you're ready, guys, you're on.
We're ready?
Yeah, you're on. Whenever you're ready, you on.
Okay, we're ready.
Yep. Yeah, you're good.
Welcome to Be the Trifecta Radio. This is Chad Minnis from Standalone Wrestling and Pro Wrestling After Dark.
And this is Rob Fury from SWF Pro Wrestling and Pro Wrestling After Dark.
And whatever else. So this is our monthly show. This is February. This is the first the first Monday of the month of February. Be the Trifecta Radio on Hamilton Radio. And it's going to be just a monthly update of everything that's going on between the three Trifecta brands. And we're going to share some road stories today.
January, brother.
Oh, yeah.
January.
I got the month wrong.
It's January.
It's January, I think, or February. Something like that. I even wrote in my notes February. So, share away. Let's get people watching. And the call-in number will be on the screen. And it's been shared on my page and other pages.
Lots of pages.
Lots of pages.
We have a very interesting show lined up for you guys today. All around the worldwide audience that will watch this. We have a lot to talk about today. A lot of shows, a lot of things, a lot of wrestling. We're going to talk about sexuality, pro wrestling, stuff coming up. Road stories.
Booking the Tampon Girl.
Booking the Tampon Girl, fugitives.
A little bit of everything.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. So let's start off with some shows coming up. We have three brands. There's SWF, Standalone, Pro Wrestling After Dark, and then we're also going to run Trifecta branded shows. So I guess you could say it's kind of like four things. Yeah. Our next show up in the Trifecta would be SWF. That is January 26th in Sayreville, New Jersey. Rob, if you just want to touch on that show.
It's going to be at 776 Washington Road in Sayreville, New Jersey. And it is a fundraiser for the Sayreville EMS squad. It's a volunteer ambulance squad. It features the franchise Shane Douglas against Brandon Kirk the Rogue in an ambulance match. It features, so much stuff. New Japan Pro Wrestling, but I guess Michael Elwig taking on
Elgin,
Elwig,
like that.
NJPW star coming in from Modern Vintage Wrestling, taking on Joey Lynch. That's going to be pretty sweet. We got a Standalone Wrestling in the house with
the Show Stealer.
It could be the Show Stealer. I mean, those four really talented guys, the Rep and Senta Slaughter, who's got my attention, Dan Moff and Sean Donovan. There's just a ton of great matches on the show. I mean, if you want information, just check it out. Do a search, social media, and you can find it at SWF Live Pro Wrestling returns to Sayreville. Row 1 is sold out. Row 2 is halfway gone. It's going to be a huge show. We're looking forward to it, kicking off the year in Central Jersey, where believe it or not, the SWF began many years ago. Across the street we began.
Wow.
It's like having a wife that lived across the street, then you move to another place and with another woman, so to speak. It's going to be an enjoyable time, so come on out.
Yep. Speaking of moving places, the following show will be February 8th. That is in February, not January. And that's Pro Wrestling After Dark 2. That's the shit show. And, we're in our third venue now since announcing this show. South Jersey, I think, is a little scared that this new product is coming to town, giving a little flavor to the audience that they haven't been used to. And it's going to be something special. We're kicking up the show big time this time. We're launching at the Vineland Moose Lodge. And tickets are available at BeTheTrifecta.com. And I'll run down the card real quick. We have Trifecta title match, Frankie Picard versus Mr. Grimm versus Blackstrom. Blackstrom actually came from our tryout camp several months ago. We have Jimmy Lloyd, who's a hardcore deathmatch wrestler, in an intergender match with Miranda Elise from the WWE Mae Young Classic. Joey Ryan versus Sonny Kiss, which is going to be something special, and you never know what to expect. Anything could happen at After Dark. Shane Strickland versus Smiley versus Ace Austin versus Ricky Martinez, who was formerly Max Stardom. Just so you know, Ricky Martinez now. Scarlett Bordeaux, one of the hottest girls from Impact Wrestling,
Literally.
versus Christina Marie. Yeah. Logan Black versus John Wayne Murdoch in a shit show match. That's a match where anything and everything goes. Brian Cage versus Joe Gacy. Matt McIntosh versus Serpentico. And Nick Gage versus Brandon Kirk. So that's going to be a phenomenal match. And After Dark will return May 17th in Atlantic City on the boardwalk at the Bungalow Beach Bar. We have announced so far the Sandman, and also the video that went viral about a talent using a tampon. She will be on our show as well.
So tell me about when show one was phenomenal. After Dark, show number one, in my opinion, it just blew past the expectations. Everybody had said it wouldn't work. It was phenomenal. And now we go into show two, and it's just a dynamite wrestling show where anything can happen, a lot of different aspects. When you talk about show three now, tell me about, this is a great question. I think it is. I'm asking it. So maybe it's good. Do you agree with me when I say the Sandman is timeless?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I posted this several weeks ago. I think, I was at a New York show, IWC, and the Sandman came out, and just like when we booked him on After Dark 1, and, he's was it Bootin' for SWF?
Fallout, yeah.
Yep, Extreme Fallout. Each time, the crowd is just so into it.
Hello?
Oh, we have a first caller. Hello. Welcome to Be the Trifecta Radio.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi. I already know the voice. John Marzano.
Yes.
What's up, man? What do you got to say?
I want to say you are a ugly, bald-headed motherfucker, and I'm challenging you and Rob Fury to a match. February 8th, Vineland, New Jersey.
Wow.
John, why do you have to be so mean?
Because I hate Fury on the Five Guys, and I hate the Five. Actually, I hate the Fury Five. So that's why I want to verse you and Chad and Dalton. It's coming too.
Oh, Dalton is coming too. That's exciting.
Yes.
Okay. Did you buy a ticket yet?
Yeah, pretty funny.
Is your mom going to come to the show, John?
What?
Is your mom going to come to the show?
I don't know. No, don't drive that far.
All right, John. Well, we'll see what happens. I heard you have this viral video that's going around talking about two dicks and two walls. Keep sharing away, and you never know what'll happen in wrestling, right?
Yeah, never know.
Anything can happen. We'll see you, John.
See you.
Well,
The fuck?
John Marzano is always an exciting caller.
Jesus.
You'll be hearing a lot more about John in the future.
Get him in studio.
Yeah, he asked. I just couldn't make it happen this time. So maybe in the real February show, we can bring him in as a special guest. Another run of shows that we have are the Trifecta shows, which is pretty exciting. Summer 2019, we're going to launch in Wildwood, New Jersey. Wildwood is, again, one of those towns that, promoters have come in and made empty promises, never followed through. I think we're looking at the 6th, 7th promotion to not actually run a show and cancel on everybody. And, we're going to announce a date. We're going to announce a venue. The show is going to happen, and it's going to happen big. And that'll be in summer 2019. September 14th, we already announced we're going to do our first annual Kings and Queens of the Trifecta, which is a male and female intergender match, competitors on each team. And it's actually going to be a tournament format. We're going to send out videos each week inviting a team or individual, and they have a week to return if they accept and who their partner would be. November 30th, we're going to launch another brand new concept event. So just keep that in your calendar. We'll announce the details on that very soon.
It's exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff.
The funny thing about the King and Queens, a lot of people don't know, like December 2016 was when, that's a couple of years back, is when me and my friend, the bald-headed eagle here, we sat down, and it was something that came up over those course of those months, and here it is all these years later, and it's really going to happen.
Yeah, so before WWE announced the Mixed Match Challenge, we were already talking about that, and some other people have ran Kings and Queens, and I think they abandoned the idea, and I guess if it didn't draw well enough, they weren't willing to put the time and the money into it to build it up, and we are, we're 100% invested into this idea concept, and we're going to deliver. So that's a big one to come out to. April 13th is another important one. If you want to be a wrestler, a referee, a ring announcer, anything, we're going to have Trifecta Academy. We had about 36 people last time at the event, and I think almost 30 have been booked either by us or by third-party promoters that came. So for $35, it's a real good investment for you. Super Crazy will be on the panel as one of the guest judges and help you critique and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be pretty cool.
Can't get any better than that. I mean, when I broke in the business, you didn't have a lot of those opportunities to be viewed by someone for a few hours and a bunch of veterans and legends. I mean, quite frankly, this is a great thing, and he's right. Really, over 30 people have been booked either by collectively over the 3 brands or third-party brands. They're out there, so this is a real deal. It's something to really be involved with, the Trifecta Academy. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. For Standalone Wrestling, we have 2 events announced. February 13th at the Lindenwald Moose Lodge. It's a private show, but if you are a contractor, if you're an electrician, a builder, a plumber, you're more than welcome to come. It's through the Builders League of South Jersey. Email me at standalonewrestling@gmail.com if you're interested in that. June 1st is our relaunch show at Legends of the Ring, Monroe, New Jersey. It's the first time in history that the longest-running convention on the East Coast of pro wrestling is going to have a live wrestling show at night. So stay during the day for the convention and see the convention stars wrestle standalone wrestling stars at night. And then,
It's a phenomenal thing.
Phenomenal concept. Tickets are selling well for that already. Again, bethetrifecta.com. SWF has a whole rundown of shows. I think they run more shows than any other promotion in New Jersey, and that's much credit to Rob Fury and the team. We could go through some matches. February 9th, return to Total in New Jersey.
Total is a special place. I mean, really is. Total. It's North Jersey. A lot of matches on the show. Tons and tons of matches on the show, but it's got a real diverse feel to it. We're excited to come back to it. I know Chad was at the venue before. He loved it. I love it. Some of the things I'm really excited about for that particular night is, there's a couple of them. I'd say Tommy Dreamer defending the SWF Championship against Astro Morales, Tommy the Moose, and the Odd Soul Vincenzo. That's there. You have...
Wait. Speaking of Vincenzo, as I call El Dorito, okay, this guy is so small, but yet he talks so much, and I think he's the smallest ever heavyweight champion of SWF.
That's true.
This guy's been talking so much that I paid the hitman for hire, Mr. Grimm, to come that night. And he'll be in the ring, and we're going to call out Vinny. And I'm sure Vinny's not going to have much to say once he sees Mr. Grimm. And he better be quick to jump in that bag and just zip it up and be done for the night.
I don't know really what to say about that. Vinny's a close personal family member of the Furious Five, but sometimes he bites a little more off than he can chew. So, I mean, what could happen there? We'll find out. We have Mac McIntosh. He booked this. I didn't book this one. This is good. It's really good.
I'm surprised you didn't say you did.
No, I won't steal that.
Oh,
one.
okay.
I'll steal the other
All
thing. Matt McIntosh, Ricky Martinez, formerly known as Mac Stardom, and the Machine Brian Cage. Triple threat match. It's going to be off the chain, man. I think that's probably got the potential to be the match of the night, maybe match of the year. It's just going to be phenomenal.
So you're saying January 26th, I booked the match of the night with the tag team. You're saying February 9th, I booked the match of the night.
Well, I mean,
I guess I better start booking February 23rd then, right?
Maybe give it a shot. I'll just take a year off.
Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be great, though. I mean, I do. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I mean, there's so much on the show. You have just tons and tons of great stuff. Steve Mack and Magic defending the SWF Tag Team Championships, if they're still the champions by then, facing a mystery team that is actually coming out of the Trifecta Academy. Could be any two guys
Wow.
coming out of that academy. So
What show is that on?
That's on Totowa, New Jersey.
Totowa,
The Great
February 9th.
Awakening, SWF.
Right.
Ringside's just about sold out for that. It's going to be awesome. Appearing live, Tommy Dreamer, Brian Cage, Melissa Santos. I can't pronounce her name. This other beautiful, fine specimen,
Scarlett Bordeaux.
Scarlett.
I think
Bordeaux.
that's how you say it.
She's a beautiful, beautiful human being.
Mm-hmm.
Really is.
Yep.
She.
That is so creepy.
It's terrible, right?
True story. At one time in wrestling, they told me I was going to open up a promotion called Creepy Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
CPW.
It's happened.
I think that's what Pro Wrestling After Dark kind of is.
Yeah, more or less is.
But yeah, just cleaned up the name a little bit.
We're just gonna on After Dark 4. You'll probably see about 12 beautiful Spanish women. We love Spanish women.
Mm-hmm.
Just rubbing their bellies when they're hungry in the ring, and then myself and Chad will feed them.
Yeah, that sounds like a good show.
Just can't be in Grant City.
No, we're
won't-
banned. We're banned.
They won't give us free beers anymore.
and
so.
the Greek Orthodox church venue out. So
I mean, a company's pretty good when we do good business by people, and then, when I guess people get shook up in the area, they don't want you there. They kind of have to move around quick.
yeah.
We're making some noise, and I think we're kind of like the renegades now.
Mm-hmm. But we find those venues fast, so keep kicking us out, and we'll find other ones. Also down the line is an important show, February 23rd, Barnegat, New Jersey.
That's special to me. That show, it always is. It's that show features now Ron Simmons coming in for the first time at SWF. It was something I wanted to do because he couldn't make Mega Slam last year based on his daughter being sick, and we found out that morning. So he's going to be coming in. That show confirmed 100%. Ron Simmons, February 23rd, Barnegat American Legion. Plus, it features some stars with Grips Toy Show, SWF Live. You never know what Chad might pop up with either an After Dark or a standalone match or something like that. There's a lot. But most importantly on that show is a portion of the proceeds go to bring home our troops who have passed away in war, dating back to World War I, which a lot of people don't know. So it's really important that we get out there and do it. And I think it's going to be a standing room only show. And, me and Chad, like when we were running shows together for a long time, we were selling out every single one of them. So what do you think is going to happen now? It's going to be the same thing.
Exciting times.
It's exciting. I'm erect thinking about it.
I'm not.
I get erect just sitting next to you.
So, March 9th, SWF returns to Boonton, New Jersey. March 23rd, they return to Bayville, New Jersey. April 3rd is the biggest show of the year for the Trifecta brand, and that's what we call Mega Slam.
April 3rd.
So get those all. April 3rd?
April 13th.
13th.
Jesus.
Thank
the
you.
third would be like a
April
Wednesday.
13th. Sounds good.
Mega Slam's going to be cool. The only confirmed name we have announced right now on the show is Super Crazy.
Super crazy.
We have a caller on line one. I think it's who could it?
Hello, welcome to Be That Trifecta.
How many bags would you like and what size?
How did I tell? I got out of the car and I said, I know one person that is definitely going to call in.
Yep, he did.
How many bags? Well, since it's like a midget, it's a midget size.
What do
'cause
we
it-
need? Quarter size?
Quarter size, yep. That sounds good. If anybody doesn't know, this is Taker 2, who also has a show here on Hamilton Radio. Taker 2. It's a scary dude.
How are you, gentlemen? And Happy New Year to both of you.
Oh, you too,
and your
man.
families.
Thank you.
A lot of good shows coming up, gentlemen. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot.
Good.
We're pretty happy about it. We're excited.
Rob is so
Yeah.
excited, his whole chair is shaking.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of great talent, a lot of guys that came out of the tryouts
Yeah,
that are hitting it up. Everybody's doing well.
yeah, the tryouts were awesome. I think this time we'll be up to like 15 promotions that are going to come out, and I'm hoping for about 50 talents to come out, and we have extra time this time as well, which is kind of nice because we don't have anything between the tryouts and the actual show. So, there's plenty of room to come up with different concepts as well.
Yes. So when is that face-to-face meeting again? The 9th?
February
Or the
9th.
8th of February?
February 9th.
February 9th.
Yep.
All right. For whom the bell tolls on the 9th.
Uh-huh. We hope to see you there, man.
Oh, he will.
All right, man.
All right. Have a great night.
Thanks so much. All right, we all are taking callers. You can call in. Let me see if we have any more shows to talk about before we move on to the next topic. And I don't think we do. I think we covered pretty much everything.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, so we have a couple road stories we're going to tell. I've only been doing this for a couple of years now, but Rob has been doing this before I was born. So
The dick.
there's,
You have plenty of. You have a plethora of stories.
it must be my memory then.
plethora.
Yeah, I'll tell the first one, I guess. Yesterday it came out that the former promoter of BBWF is the fugitive of the week.
Yes.
That's pretty big headline news. He's the fugitive of the week for writing bad checks. But we'll go into our interactions with him. He ran some shows that were,
Shit.
promoted as going to be big things. Didn't draw well at all. Had Ryback at one show, and I think they had like 6 legit people in the crowd.
Yep.
And
Ryback, the big guy.
this is when Ryback first came out of WWE, so the expenses were super high. This is also when me and Rob were working together at the time with Solo at SWF, and we had a venue. Where was it?
Totowa, New Jersey.
Totowa, New Jersey venue, and we had a show locked down, and then all of a sudden, an announcement comes that the week prior, Dan Ram was going to run that show, and I think he was giving it away for free as well, right before our show.
And it was going to be initially what actually raised the ire was it was going to be he had claimed he booked the venue that we were in to run the Saturday night before the event that was coming in to do this one. And then we actually had a no-compete clause with the building. And then we actually did the right thing, I remember. It was like, maybe we can make this work. We'll just market the show. And we did.
Mm-hmm.
But the building didn't want to budge on it, so then they went into super heel mode and tried to destroy us.
Uh-huh. So I go into a rage. Me and Rob are sitting down eating. And, this guy runs a printing company, and my company myself does decently. And I just go into a spasm, and I'm like, dude, this guy can't outspend me. And it just went crazy. If this guy wanted to run the show, we would have ran WrestleMania.
Yeah, he went fucking nuts. Chad went crazy. I would tell you, it was the funniest night of one of the funniest things ever.
So then a follow-up show, the shit is still going on, the shit talking and the drama and stuff like that. And again, he's putting on a free show at another venue. And he says, tickets are available through this link. Go ahead and order your tickets. We're going to sell this place out. So me and Rob are talking like the assholes we are.
Yeah.
We're like, you know what? Let's order some tickets. And we get our whole roster to order tickets. And then he's bragging that night that, oh, my God, we just sold 60 tickets. We sold 100 tickets, blah, 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 out of nowhere. All of a sudden, it's show day, and there's like 10 people in the crowd.
But we were sold out.
Sold out because we had all the tickets, but we didn't show up.
And I created so many email addresses that night.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it was crazy.
And our friend Thomas and Charles and so many people just got involved to make sure. It is just that it's just bad business and going out saying, why pay for something when you see it for free? Well, you get what you pay for, man. Mm-hmm. And he was just a dick. But then I didn't make peace with him. I just said hi.
I made peace. I don't have any heat. I'm just sharing stories.
Chad likes to be nice.
Yeah, I like everybody.
He loves everyone.
I shared this video about this promoter, who's very hardcore the other day. It was getting dunked by the Flyers mascot. It's not a thing of hatred. It's just kind of goofy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No heat. I don't have heat with anybody.
But to me, the fugitive of the week, so I think he was check kiting or writing
Yeah,
checks, doing something of that nature, and that's...
Yeah, so the backstory there is he was a printer, and he was going around to wrestling talent, wrestling promoters,
Hey, man.
saying he would print stuff, and always had excuses on why the stuff can't come and why it's late. How come he wasn't able to give the refunds, and this went on and on and on until finally, the whole empire of whatever he did collapsed. And that's why he's in this
the
legal
last
trouble
show
now.
he attempted to run was in Bayville, the Tiki. Something.
Oh yeah,
And,
Martel, was it Martel's?
Martel's Tiki Bar. He was going to run Martel's on a Thursday night, and he had 4 tickets sold, and they canceled the show. I think the day or the 2 days before, if I was
I think
right.
it was the day or the day before. Yeah.
And that was the end. It was all over because, you just can't come in and go, hey, here's wrestling at a $10 ticket, and just think it's wrestling. You know, when people just know the difference of hard work, they're just a bunch of. It's reputations too. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I mean, Chad Mines is a great reputation. Me, I fucked up a lot of things, but I'm still here. And the Bumblebee, Billy, I mean, he's flying around Sayville right now, but he does what he's got to do. I got to give a shout out to Charles DeLucci right now, who smells like shit, but at least he's out. At least he's out there, working his ass off, doing what he's got to do. Got to.
And he likes tuna.
Does he really like tuna?
He likes tuna. Yeah.
He loves Roy Rogers too.
Oh, I love Roy Rogers too.
But no, all joking aside, Charlie, like, he's just he fits this giant set in this little mini baby red vehicle. I don't know how he does it, but there's another one being built, and got to just give him a shout out because he works really, really, really hard and has for many years for the brands and big part of it. So
Yeah.
thank you, Charlie.
Charlie really steps up, you know, in all aspects of the company. You know, whether it's fixing people's graphics or, you know, anything else that comes up last minute. He just made a video that we're going to put out tonight for After Dark. I think he's working on one for the SWF show the following night.
You know he's at the swingers clubs, right?
Is he?
Yeah,
It's kind of hot.
he likes swingers clubs and random women.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody has their own taste of women. I mean, he likes. I don't know how to say this. Because, I mean, what's the word I could use? Like for large people.
BB.
Like he
whatever
like
they say.
he's into like BBWF fetishes
Oh, BBWF. Oh, okay.
and with just random Chinese women or just different ethnicities, and he's really interested in those things. And
Well,
I mean, if you
I
want,
might have to go out with him.
if you want to give him a lick at any given time on a sweaty day, be my guest. I'm not
Oh
doing
my
it.
God. No, thank you.
But you know, he's a good dude. He does what he's got to do for us. So we got to thank him. Hopefully, we can get him on here.
Yeah, thank you,
He
Charlie.
can sit over there, but we can get him on.
February. Come on the show in February, Charlie. Everybody wants to hear from you.
Yeah.
Again,
you
we're
should.
taking callers. If you want to call in, the number's on the screen. Call in, ask questions, ideas, talk wrestling, talk life, whatever. I think you have a story, huh? About a WWE Hall of Famer?
Well, he's
Is
dead.
that true?
He's unfortunately passed away.
Oh,
But yeah, there is a story here that nobody's ever heard, except for the three other people in the hotel room with me, and the one and only, the great Superfly Jimmy Snuka, who was
Oh, wow.
one of the greatest of all time. I had the privilege of working and wrestling Jimmy Snuka probably about 15, 16 times on the East Coast. So Jimmy, after the shows, much like Tony Atlas, would like to enjoy a few cocktails in the hotel, just kind of be chilled out. But you can't have a drinking contest with a WWE legend. Most of them will outdrink you and kill you. So it was probably up at this point about 3:45 in the morning, maybe something of that nature. I remember it. And I don't know. Jim Neidhart was still alive back then, too. So Jim was in the hotel next door. And I remember feeling a warmth on, on my foot, which was laying off of the bed. So Mr. Snuka, the legend that he was, just decided that he didn't want to go use the men's room and wanted to pee on the floor.
Oh,
So
my
Jimmy
God.
Snuka did pee on my foot. That's a fact. It was a warm stream. And this is what happened. But the Superfly the next day, we had to work a match, and he was fine. He wasn't, he no-sold it. Like, he never did it. He no-sold it.
Wow.
I said, what are you supposed to say to a guy like that? Jimmy, you peed on my foot?
Speaking of a famous drinker, rest in peace, Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah, Mean Gene.
What a sad day for wrestling. Somebody told me a story the other day that they were at a wrestling show, and they were at the vendor table, and their bag was sitting on the ground, and all of a sudden you see Mean Gene going through the bag, like rummaging through the bag. And the person is like, oh, what are you looking for? One of my shirts or one of this? And he's like, no, I need a drink. What kind of drinks you got in here? Because Mean Gene is famously, whether he was at a bar or, wherever he was, he was a fun, happy drinker. So rest in peace to him.
The
True
voice of a
legend.
childhood, man.
Yeah.
Right? The voice. I mean, geez. That made me very sad when Mean Gene went
It
down.
did. Yeah, I know when you posted up on SWF Live,
Yeah, a lot of
we were
reactions.
inspired, and we had a lot of reactions, and that's just one of those unreplaceable guys.
It sucks, What are you going to do? I mean, but it's Mean Gene, and he's a legend, and hopefully Just shows you that era of wrestling is slowly, well, seems to be very quickly just leaving us.
A piece and piece of our childhood seems to be leaving every day.
Sad, but Jimmy, not Jimmy, Mean Gene, well, phenomenal person. I met him once. I wanted to book him for last year's Mega Slam. It didn't work out, but he was just an awesome person. And he really was a fun person, especially the stories I've heard about the bars and the drinking and just he was a wild animal.
Yeah, he was a violent animal for sure.
You had any good Jim Ross stories?
Jim Ross, you know what? One time, where were we? We're at New England Fan Fest. And, it was cool. They did a Dinner of the Stars type of concept like I had in Atlantic City where you could eat with the wrestlers and talk with the wrestlers. And right away, everybody's drinking the drinks and downing them at one after another, after another, after another. And Jim Ross was so sloppy drunk that his whole face his lip was hanging down.
Jesus.
And, groping Ryan Shamrock. And my son is around. And I think my son was probably 4 at the time. And just, again, everybody's free to have fun and stuff like that, but that was a great drinking story.
Did good old JR come out of his pants, or was that the?
I don't know. I don't know if the junior came out or not.
God Almighty!
God, we're gonna get banned from wrestling after
It's
these
over
stories.
now.
Oh my God!
It's over.
Jim Ross, another legend. I think he's going to be involved with the new promotion that's coming out with the Bucks and Cody and Brandy and the investor from. What is it, the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Yeah.
I
Who
think
would
it
have
is the
thought
football.
that? I mean,
Which is going to be interesting.
Wrestling's on the rise.
Yeah, talking about a TNT or TBS broadcasting deal, which they've been missing TV for years now. They've been missing wrestling for years now after Ted Turner and WCW, so that's very interesting.
Competition is good.
It's good. But also, with competition comes some failures.
Yeah.
So even on the East Coast here, there's going to be, I think, a lot of changes.
Yeah.
You see other promotions that were at the forefront are starting to dwindle down a little bit.
Hey, man.
Game Changer seems to be like a rocket taking off all over the country, and who knows what's going to happen for them in 2019. I think the trifecta you're going to see, this is going to be our year. We're really going to capture an audience, and we're talking about things, running East Jersey, West Jersey, North, South, and, talking about Delaware and Pennsylvania, and maybe one day that madness in New York, but there's so many issues running in New York that I don't even know that's a good idea. But, yeah, it's exciting.
I think it's the sky's the limit. If the fans are with us, we're going to be with you, and that's really what it comes down to. The people come out, and we got the right people working with us, we'll do it. I don't see why we couldn't. It's who the hell would have thought? I look at the schedule and I'm going, man, we could probably triple that. I'll be bald by the end of that.
I'd be bald, too, by that time, too.
You're already bald.
Oh. Yeah, somebody asked me what celebrity I look like yesterday, and they started rattling off names. And I'm like, man, everybody always calls me Cesaro. And they're like, oh, my God, definitely. You look exactly like Cesaro. And even when I met Cesaro, I think this was at Adventureland, he looks at me and he says, oh, my God, you are my brother. So.
I'm going to find out what celebrity you look like. I found Bill Fetsky.
Uh-huh. What does Billy look like?
Captain Spaulding for the
Oh,
Devil Rejects.
my God, wow.
But I don't have, I haven't found you yet, but I will.
Yeah, and we'll find you, too.
I'm sure. Mm-hmm. I'm sure I'll get a message about 6 in the morning or by 11 o'clock.
Somebody with that stupid fucking ponytail. Can you even call that a ponytail? It's like a Vincenzo-sized tail.
It's growing back.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was able to shave my head each time.
We had a good interview the other day with Andrew Pace, Wrestling IQ
Andrew
101.
Pace had a heart attack or something. What happened to me?
Andrew had a heart, what do they call it?
A heart aneurysm.
A heart
He
aneurysm.
almost joined Mean Gene. That's how
Yeah,
bad it was.
he had no pain, he had
Nothing.
no feeling, and then one day he had this growth on his face from, I guess, like an abscess in his tooth, and right away he went to the doctors and they caught something and emergency surgery and wish him a speedy recovery. Great dude. And what else we got going on? We got a lot of interviews, podcasts and all that stuff. We're lining up our roster on interviews. A lot of podcasts coming up. Okay, I think we could take another caller. Keep calling in. Who do we have on the line? Welcome to Be That Trifecta. You need a good one. Who's this?
This is Chris Michaels.
Oh my God! Just you could fill the rest of the hour for us, huh? What's up, man?
I figured I'd call in.
Yeah, we love hearing from
Sure,
you.
you
We just
guys
did-
get put on the map. I hear you guys want to get to Sirius, so I want to give you guys a rocket ship ride straight to Sirius. Give you guys need a break.
Uh-huh.
Everybody deserves a break, and it's time for guys that are passionate about what they do to get a job that they enjoy and love to do every single day. And I'm hoping this can break for you guys.
We hope so too, man. I had a pleasure and a great time with you, just on the Evan Ginsberg show. You know, that was a great experience, and definitely need to get a whole roster barbecue together, and have a good time and celebrate the trifecta.
Well, this trifecta is something that I believe in, like I do our country's flag. And I know I don't want to make too much of an analogy in that direction, but it's something that I believe in. Seeing what's been happening on the wrestling scene lately, I've seen a lot of horrible shows, but I've watched over the years, 8 years almost exactly, from SWF when they first started out, and the incremental changes that have happened little by little that have grown it to become one of the most busiest running, and I don't even want to call it an independent, because pretty soon SWF, Standalone Wrestling, and Pro Wrestling After Dark is going to be a household name, and I will put my reputation on that, because I believe in the passion, I believe in the drive and the motivation of Chad Mins, Rob Fury, Billy Fetsky. These men use every minute of every hour of every day, and sometimes I see these guys still posting things after midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I get up to take a leak a little bit after 3 in the morning, and there's one of these guys posting something. So that shows me passion. That shows me commitment and dedication. Those are the things that lack so much
That's how you do it.
on, I guess we could say, the independent wrestling scene, if you will. I have never seen people work so tirelessly like I do, to the point of losing sleep and even risks to their own health because of being awake for so many hours. But I'm a firm believer of you get what you put in. If you go to the gym and you spend 2 hours there, but only spend an hour on the equipment and the rest of the time texting all your buddies, taking gym selfies, well, then you're not going to get much results.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing goes for this wrestling business.
Yeah, you
I've
know,
known
it's
Rob Fury since he was 18 years old, when he was just a kid with
Long time.
sparkles in his eyes and a big dream
That's
of
right.
just becoming a professional wrestler.
yeah.
Bill, could you tell the story
Well-
about when you were married to the blonde witch of the north, and I had to shine the flashlight to get you out of the house?
Oh,
I
man.
was training.
I will. Before that one, I want to talk about the moment that you cannot unsee. Was
Uh-oh.
the time that I brought Rob Fury to an independent show, and he saw King Kong Bundy naked, and it
Yeah.
it shattered him. He was like, I don't believe I just saw King Kong Bundy naked. I'm like, yes, I know.
Fucking disgusting.
You
Was he
think that's
Was he
bad?
excited that he saw him
Don't
naked?
try
I'm not sure
going
how
into the
story
shower
goes.
standing next to S.C. Jones. If you want to feel inadequate, whoa, don't stand next to him. Don't stand next to Virgil in the shower because you'll really feel inadequate.
King Kong
Okay,
Bundy had
so
the
getting back
longest
to the
balls
blonde
I've ever
witch.
seen. The blonde
Mistake
witch.
number 2.
That was on.
So Bill,
it
who
was-
had the nicest
yes.
penis? Who had the nicest penis out of all of them? That's what we want to know.
Well, I am not an expert in phallic symbols. Maybe there's a couple of guys here that are LGBTQ qualified that could maybe if we line them up. All I could say is when something is almost hitting the tiles on the shower floor is very scary. S.D. Jones could go any place and always have a broad. Never failed.
Wow.
It was, but S.D. Jones, one of the nicest, most respectable guys that I've ever had the pleasure of getting into the ring with. And he was the kind of guy that if you worked with him, he took care of you. He didn't hurt you. Everything was always, brother, slow down. And even me, back in the day, I was trying to bump like crazy, like a lot of these kids do now. And they're like, no, slow down, down.
Less is more, right?
And it took me until 30 years in the business to finally realize that 38 bumps during a match only hurts the guy taking the 38 bumps. They have to mean something. So let me get to the blonde witch.
Yeah, we have what
See
time
you
for
next
one more
Tuesday,
quick
if
story.
you will. The woman that I would not have wasted a load on. I guess I can say this on internet radio. I wouldn't give her a child. She was not worthy of a child. She was superficial. Hair, nail, clothes, shoes, not necessarily in that order. And it was almost like I had to wait till she was asleep. And I think that was back in the days of the pagers, Smart Beep, $1 a month or whatever the hell that was. And we had to page him. Okay, the witch is sleeping. Come knocking on the window. It was Rob Fury and Andy Vitale banging on my window. Shine the flashlight. You get the high sign. So we go out. We go down Avenue U in Brooklyn. Go to Dunkin' Donuts. And then we're on Avenue U, Brooklyn, doing wrestling moves and doing all kinds of dopey shit. And then there's the D.O., which we really can't get into, but that is legendary, as Rob Fury will...
That's true.
I'm certain he will agree. The D.O. is legendary. It's one of those things that it's medicine. That's all I can say.
Medicine.
But Rob Fury, his first match, tag team, New Dimension, Stars and Stripes Wrestling. And I know Rob is he's gonna bust a nut when he remembers the time that here it is, the New Dimension standing in the ring, and I'm getting ready to come out with Biggie Biggs, the overweight lover, otherwise known as Chop Daddy, coming down the aisle. I step on my cape, and I go ass over tea kettle down the ramp. Everybody starts pissing their pants laughing. Thank God I was the heel. If I was the face, I would have definitely lost my faceness, if that's even a term. We could coin the phrase. What the hell? So, for other folks that may not know about the trifecta, they may not know about what a territory was, because a lot of young wrestling fans have no idea what kayfabe is. Wrestling is now sports entertainment, which now opens up the trapdoor for all kinds of charlatans, fake, phony frauds to come out there and try to get themselves over.
Matt Deems, yo,
And-
Wildwood, we're coming for you. Sorry. We had a little message on our little Facebook app.
But figure, since I called in, I want to go ahead and represent Team Splendid, and for the and I want to also call out to Tommy Dreamer.
Whoa.
Come out, and I've known him for about 25, almost 30 years. So he's also an old guy like me. And he said to me the other day, when I saw him last, he goes, you don't speak with a British accent, and you're called Sir Christopher Michaels. Long story. I believe I told Chad, but for those that don't know, back in the days, in the 90s, we all remember Prince Charles and Princess Diana, the Storybrooke wedding. Well, I was the person who introduced Prince Charles to Carmela Bowles Parker and helped split up the marriage between the prince and the pauper. And for that, the Queen of England knighted me. But over the years, she's knighted Elton John, Rudy Giuliani, all these other people, so now it's meaningless. So the next time you see me representing Team Splendid, you will just know me as simply fabulous Chris Michaels.
Wow.
That's why I'm growing the hair.
That is breaking news right here exclusively on Hamilton Radio.
That's right. Exclusively on Hamilton Radio. You missed the birth of your mother and father. You don't want to miss another episode of Hamilton Radio.
Absolutely.
Take that to the bank.
The first Monday of every month. So we'll be back in that month I mistakenly called February. All right.
Hey, listen, you could mistakenly call a month by another name. It still does not get you the same heat if you call a chick by another name if she's in the middle of fellatio.
Wow.
Not a good time to have that happen.
I've never had that happen before, but I don't want to know what it'd be like.
Well, you might end up a couple inches short if you do. So,
if she takes a couple inches, I'm all out then.
And for Caucasian guys, we need every inch we can get.
Exactly. I'm no Virgil.
Yeah, neither am I. I'm no Virgil either. I mean, I would even steal the famous saying of Low Life Louie, one of the best. They say the death match wrestling guys.
Mm-hmm.
He tells people that he is hung like a cashew.
Wow.
Yeah, right. It makes me think of that Howard Stern thing where he had all of these guys that had like little to nothing and should have been a girl standing up, and they were all trying to see who had the least.
I remember that. I love that episode.
Yeah, that's the only episode I think that did better than that one was the chainsaw of tongues and the chick that was sitting on the table that ended up spraying a guy.
Wow.
You don't know what I'm talking about? You can look it up. It's nuts.
That I'll have to check
Some type
out.
of a chainsaw tongue device, specially made for females.
I think in February you need to come on the air, man. We thank you for calling in. All right, man. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, guys, and just want to say SWF, Standalone Wrestling, Pro Wrestling After Dark. If you do not go to these shows, you do not know what you're missing. If you come, I guarantee you will be a fan
for life. Exactly. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
All right, we're still taking callers. Let's do another rundown of shows. We'll do this real quick.
Blown up.
February 8th, I'm out of breath. February 8th, Pro Wrestling After Dark returns to Vineland, the Vineland Moose Lodge. May 17th, Atlantic City, outdoor show.
Right? Where's our new venue? Is it
Wheat Road, yeah.
West
Across the street.
Wheat Road.
Yeah, across the street from the other Wheat Road venue we lost.
Yeah.
So there'll be banners out there, so there's no confusion.
Yep.
May 17th, an exciting show. We debut in Atlantic City for the Pro Wrestling After Dark. It's going to be on a Friday night outside at the Bungalow Beach Bar. Beautiful scenery, hot tubs, DJs, dancing, music. Trifecta shows, summer 2019. Matthew Deems, Wildwood, New Jersey is happening. Guaranteed to go down. Won't cancel. Be there. We'll announce the venue soon and the date. September 14th, Lindenwold Moose Lodge, Kings and Queens of the Trifecta. November 30th, Mystery Show. We're going to announce a mystery show, which is going to be very big. Trifecta Academy, April 13th. Now I have 2 cameras on me. Standalone Wrestling private show, February 13th. If you're in the building trades, email me at standalonewrestling@gmail.com. This guy's annoying. June 1st, the relaunch of Standalone Wrestling at Legends of the Ring. This is a goofy show. This is about fun. So call in, kill some time here. SWF runs way too many shows. The B is around buzzing somewhere. January 26th, you're going to see a poster with his face on it. Saraville, New Jersey at the Emergency Squad 776. The first show of the year, January 26th. February 9th, Totowa, New Jersey. February 23rd, Barnegat, New Jersey. March 9th, Boonton. March 23rd, Bayville. April 13th, Mega Slam in Bayville. And don't be surprised for some Delaware and Pennsylvania announcements.
And God knows what else.
Where else?
Right? Let's get a shot of chat here.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Any single ladies on Rob Fury's news feed, hit me up. I'm in a relationship, but it's so complicated. Let's not call it a relationship.
Oh, Jesus. This is I didn't say anything about
The rest of my notepad is very empty. So what do you have, Rob Fury?
There's
You got
really
shades on?
I got my shades on. I'm blown up from the. I can't get into that. But
Sir Christopher Michaels.
fabulously, what was he?
Fabulous Fabio Michaels.
Well, that's a good one. But
Yeah.
I'm excited for things to come. There's a lot of good things going. It took me an hour and 10 minutes to get here today. Just saying hello on Facebook to everybody. If you could see myself here.
Yeah, so here's a story. I live in Atlantic City, and I went to go do a show called the Evan Ginsberg Show.
Very tall man.
Very tall man. We've been promoting it for over a month. Yeah. Not even my partners, none of the friends, and none of the talent came when I drove 2 hours and 45 minutes to New York.
You're upset about that.
Nobody came. And then I was messaging somebody, and they were no-selling me, so I knew they weren't coming, and I asked a direct question, too.
Which one?
And I got no-sold. That's
No, that was true.
some guy named Rob Fury. Hey, are you going to the Evan Ginsberg show? And I see the little check symbol.
The check.
He read it.
Well, that's because he baited me in. He asked me another question that I had to answer. Then I never saw it.
That's what I do. I follow up with a question that you have to answer that has to do with business.
Simply Fabio.
Simply Fabio?
Simply fabulous. Well, we have a good thing. I mean, the trifecta has taken off. It's all over the joint. It's all over the world. It might be over the world. There's a lot of different extensions to this thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's just a great thing. I don't really know what to say about it. I mean, this is a fun show here. We're here on Hamilton Radio in beautiful Hamilton, New Jersey. I believe we're going to bring pro wrestling to Hamilton, New Jersey.
Oh, it's going to happen. Yep. Right here. We're going to launch it.
Where were we? In one of these restaurants where you order the same thing all the time. But it was good what you ordered. I had it. And somebody had asked Chad. They said, what do you guys do? And I said, Chad's a pro wrestler. I just hang out with him. And then he just, that was it. Talk about coming into Hamilton. There's so many places we're going to go. I think it's he's in Delaware. I want to go to North Carolina to run wrestling. I want to head up to
I want to go to Miami Beach after dark.
Florida. Damn, hell yeah. I mean, I might never come back with the Vegas. So you got to have a great time doing all this shit with the B. I'll be gone.
The B? Where is the B?
I can't find the B. The B, where are you? Are you on here, B? Horatio, what's up? Saying hello to some peeps on Facebook. How are you? How's everybody doing?
My eyes are so bad I can't even read any of that stuff.
I hope everybody's doing well.
You had a question I had a question yesterday about
we got Jacqueline Smith. How you doing,
Jacqueline Smith? Hello.
How are you, Jacqueline?
Did you just give a heart?
I'm Rob Furious. Nice to meet you.
Yep.
Brooklyn, New York.
So this is Chad Mines. We had a good question yesterday about pay-per-view plans. And my answer, that was on the Evan Ginsberg show.
Very tall.
Yeah, very tall man. He had some good questions. And pay-per-view plans, we're going to take it nice and slow. We're not going to rush into anything like talking about TV or talking about pay-per-view, and that's been the death of companies. You saw ECW who expanded too fast, and I think them going to TNN and trying to do pay-per-view, that was the death of them. And nice pace, nice slow. Look at Rob representing Pro Wrestling After Dark. I am wearing a Bestia shirt. Bestia and Damien from Mexico. Wow, you could flex your pecs. That's amazing. Damien and Bestia from
Kevin Nasta. How are you?
Nasta.
Damage Radio is talking about tampons.
Oh yeah, dude. I have to tell you, Kevin Nassa knew who the right person was to call as soon as this video went viral. He says to the famous question I always say to Rob, what do you think? I'm just making doodles. You're interrupting my props to Kevin Nasta. I'm going to put the guy over.
I did put him over last night.
Yeah. He's going to put you over one of these days.
I'm ready for that. That filthy.
Yeah, you just wait. So Kevin Nassa knew the right guy to contact. The creepiest guy in pro wrestling is me. He says, what do you think about bringing that tampon chick to Pro Wrestling After Dark? I said, Kevin, let's get it done. I said, within 15 minutes, it was announced.
True story.
So, Kevin, thank you so much.
True story. All I got was a picture of some chick with a tampon, and she's in. So
Yep.
Thank you to Damage Radio, Kevin Nast. I don't know what his promotional thing was. He got like
Damage 365 Radio.
Is it the same thing with the promotions?
Same thing. Damage
He keeps
365.
it nice and simple.
Listen to the podcast. We're on there a decent amount of time, and I think Rob still has the highest rated show ever in
That was
history.
because of that scumbag Eric Pleska, but I'm not allowed to say that.
I love everybody.
He loves everybody. I'm gonna tell you one. That's one person I don't like is that guy. But you know what? It is what it is, gentlemen.
Yeah.
You got to learn the hard way sometimes.
Oh, big week coming up in April, WrestleMania week. I'll be at the Collective. They're running 11 shows in Jersey City in the same venue. I think it's called White Eagle Hall or something like that. Catch our flyers. We're going to be promoting big time our whole summer rundown of shows. We'll be at WrestleCon. We'll be at Markdown Entertainment. We'll be at WrestlePro on Wednesday. We have a caller. Let's take our last caller for today. Welcome to Be the Trifecta. Who is
This
this?
is
Billy Fesky. Hello.
Who?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, no.
Oh,
not
Christ.
again.
God, no.
My son is going to kick both your asses on February 8th in Vineland, New
You
Jersey.
get her out there
And,
with a tongue.
and Rob has a ponytail and Chad has a bald head.
Yo, that's not what you were saying last night when you were rubbing it real hard.
Jesus.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? You liked it, right?
Oh, sure.
Uh-huh.
You guys are nuts.
Every time I pull up, you run right out.
Okay, see what Kevin
I-
just wrote?
What's going on here?
She requested a
He's going to
teabag you
kick
with
both
a
your
tampon.
asses.
Ah.
Dick. No, not you. I wasn't talking to you, Colin.
No.
I was talking to...
So what's up, Colleen?
that?
Did you buy tickets to Vineland to see your son wrestle for the first time?
Oh,
It's going to be
God.
history
No,
in the
I didn't
making.
buy no tickets for Vineland. It's too far for me to go.
Well, we have 150
You have
VIP.
a pink room.
What? What?
Oh, what did you say, Ashley?
Why is Ashley so normal?
Why is she so normal?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why are you so ugly?
Oh, my God. Look at this face. Is that ugly? You see this? Wow.
Just
I
like
say nothing but
ugly.
nice things about you.
Let me check these comments out.
There's a lot of activity on Facebook Live. Matthew Deems, why don't you call in and promote your South Jersey shows coming up? We would love to hear the dates. How do we buy tickets?
How do you buy tickets?
Big Tara?
None of your business.
What's up, Tara?
What's up, Tara?
He's going to kick both your butts, though.
Yeah, please. Well, I brought John to New York, and he broke somebody's necklace, and then he ran outside with his tail between his legs.
His tail between his
Shout
legs.
me out. Who's that?
Please.
Shout me out. Somebody wants a shout out on the Fury hotline.
Dylan Bass, what's up, brother? How are
Dylan
you?
Bass.
Thank you for the long
The
time
trifecta.
support of the trifecta and Chad Mines. Can't tell you where that name came
Come on,
from.
play this video. It won't play.
Felicia
Okay,
Freeman, how are you
Colleen.
doing,
Thank you
honey?
for calling in as always.
Okay.
Did you
have
get my
fun.
child support this week?
Huh?
Did you get my child support check?
Would you stop with that crap?
I love you, baby. We'll see you sometime soon, okay?
Fury signing off.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't listen to these people on there.
Is that it?
My social media is annoying me.
What time is it?
3
We
minutes.
have 3
to
minutes.
wrap
Anybody
it
want to
up.
get one last caller? Again, you could buy tickets at BeTheTrifecta.com. Search us on Eventbrite. We're all over the place with the different shows.
Twitter, Facebook, everything.
Text
SWF,
us. Text me for
us.
tickets, 609-709-8536.
Or you can text Larry, who runs the ticket outlet for SWF, 201-539-3558.
Shout out to Larry. Also, I'll be at the Vineland Flea Market every Saturday and Sunday for the next month till showtime. If you want to pick up tickets for Pro Wrestling After Dark, we'll be there. My phone is ringing. It's obnoxious. We have time for one more caller.
That is the worst ringer ever.
Somebody who wants money is calling in right now.
This is the worst ringer ever.
Yeah, you ever get those calls where they say, "Please don't hang up.
Well,
This is an important phone call."
I got a scam from India the other day about someone saying, if you do not call us back, your social security number is banned.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
got the
I
IRS.
called them back. And I went through the whole process to laugh about it.
Uh-huh.
This is in the IRS too, yeah.
Yeah, I got the IRS one. So the first question I asked them, I said, "Okay, what's my social security number?"
They
They're
didn't.
like, I said,
We
exactly.
cannot give you that information.
Exactly. John Marzano is watching again. Charlie Anderson, what's this? A podcast or something else?
This is
An exclusive radio show on the Hamilton Radio Network. This is a studio, and our show is once a month, the first Monday of the month. We're having a push to be on Sirius Radio. I'll share that again on my page and all the Trifecta branded pages. Sign the petition, share the petition. Big things are coming here. Big exposure for Hamilton Radio equals big exposure for the Trifecta. If you support that Trifecta, support Hamilton Radio. If you support Hamilton Radio, support the Trifecta. It's a two-way road, just like any other relationship. What are you drinking today? Oh, me and you is a love-hate relationship.
Oh, you love me.
Shoot truth. Me and Ralph Fury had a falling out years ago.
Here we go with this falling out.
This is true. True story. We had a falling out.
Over a Gatorade. And then
it never went public. And here we are again doing business.
Yeah, that is
and,
true. We actually never went public.
I think stronger than ever.
Yeah.
You know, I still don't like you, and you're going to pay for some stuff coming up. And, I am the visionary and the reason why the Trifecta is here. And I'm the richest man on the planet. So you're lucky to have me.
I'm not even going to answer this right now. You know why? Because
Exactly. Oh, let's take it. Welcome to Be That Trifecta. Who is
Ram?
this? Dan Ram, are you calling from jail?
Yeah, so this is I just saw you guys.
Wait, slow down a little bit. You're
So
talking way too fast.
Based on what I heard about being the Trifecta, that's a wrestling thing, right?
That's a wrestling thing, yeah. A wrestling thing.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, who's this? Who's this calling in?
What's your name? I know Rob Fury, but what's your name?
How you doing, bro?
What's up? This is Chad Mines.
Oh, Chad Mines. I think I know you.
Oh, cool. Who are you, though?
Yeah, I'm Charlie Anderson.
Charlie and oh, okay. We just saw you post on a thing. What's up, man? Where are you from?
What's up? I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn.
What part of Brooklyn?
Yeah.
I grew up in Brooklyn. So did Chad.
Yeah, Rob Fury knows who I am. I think I met him before.
I'm from Williamsburg.
Chad grew up in Williamsburg. I grew up in Flatbush. That's right. I remember you, Charlie. How are you doing, man?
You come to SWF shows?
What?
You come to SWF shows?
Sometimes. But the thing is, I've only been to SWF only once, and that was back in 2017.
Oh wow. Well, we're gonna work on some. We're gonna work on some.
It's kind of hard because. Can I explain why I haven't been to SWF in a while?
Yeah, sure, of course. We would love to hear.
Yeah. So only Rob Fury understands why I haven't been showing up to some of the shows.
All right, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So the thing is, why I haven't been to showing up to any SWF events in a while is because my father he needs Easy Pass to get to New Jersey and back, and it's kind of hard for us to get to New Jersey because we're far. We're at Brooklyn.
Well, that's understandable. And the thing I can say is, in the meantime, you can check the clips out on social media until we eventually, hopefully, sooner or later, get into New York or the Brooklyn area. That's always a dream of mine to do, and a little bit difficult to do, but I would love to see it happen.
Yeah, and we're going to have a YouTube series soon. We're going to break up some old classic shows that haven't been released, and we're going to cut them into weekly clips, and we're going to call the one show From the Vault, and we're going to release stuff from my old Atlantic City Roll the Dice show with Alberto Del Rio and Pentagon, and TJ Marconi versus Jack Swagger in one of his first appearances, all the old SWF footage. And
that's cool.
Yeah. So, and then we're going to do a weekly series, too, where it's the current stuff that's going on. So, no matter what town or city you're from, you can follow our storylines.
And some behind-the-scenes some behind-the-scenes stuff that has never been seen is going to get out there, too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we appreciate the support, man.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, you want to know how I found out about SWF?
How?
I found out by this one guy that I really like. His name is Grim from Grim's
Grim, yeah, we love
Wrestling.
Grim. Yep, shout out to Grim, shout out to GTS. And here's a little story for you, too. When I first started working back with SWF, everybody was anti-Grim, including the locker room of Rob's own guys.
Yeah.
And one of the things I would always tell
Including
them...
my former booker and your former business partner.
Yeah. So I would always tell the guys, I said, listen, whether you don't understand this or you don't get it, WWE always started with bringing in celebrities who are not talents, who can't wrestle or, whatever the example may be. And you're going to watch that Grimm's audience is going to captivate at some point, and your audience is going to grow. And the guys would always be mad that the fans would leave right after Grimm, which was true. Grimm would draw 40 to 100 fans, and after Grimm's segment, they would leave. And I said, listen, if you show them what you have, and if you show them what you bring to the table, those fans are now going to stay at some point afterwards. And the Grimm storyline is still going on, and you see the difference in the product. It's developed, and these guys on the roster who didn't understand it have captivated the audience now, and they stay for the whole show.
And the cool thing is, I mean, have it be
Yeah.
someone that's worked with him.
and
find
that's
out.
one of the reasons why I want to come up to SWF so I could not only support GTS but support SWF too. I love SWF and GTS. No
Appreciate
matter
that,
what
man.
brand it is, I like all the wrestlers from all the brands.
The cool
Whether they're good, whether they're villains, like bad guys or good guys, I still like all of them. I love wrestling. That's just who I am.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor. Inbox Rob Fury your address, and I'm going to send you a DVD, all right?
Yeah, we'll send you some
appreciate
stuff, some DVDs, and we'll send you Mega Slam and Extreme Fallout where I kick Grimm's ass.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so just inbox him your address, and we'll mail something to you.
Oh, from Extreme Fallout, you mean Rob, where you fought Grimm in a casket match and Kurt Bell got involved?
Yeah, that was November 17th, and I think we're in talks
Yeah,
to do one or two more.
I wish I could have. Trust me, there are some SWF events that I missed out on that I wish I could have been there.
There's some of
was
them,
a great
there's
one.
some of them I wish I wasn't at, but these ones I like.
Okay.
Yeah, but Rob, sure. I'll. What do you want me to send you my address? I love to get some stuff like a DVD
just
or a shirt or
send it to his
something.
inbox. We have to wrap up now, so thank you for calling in. Just inbox him the
right.
address, and we'll send you out some stuff. We appreciate the support.
All right, so where do I send my address? What do I do here?
I'll message you when we get off air. Okay, I'll take care of you. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, and this is Chad Minnis from Standalone Wrestling and Pro Wrestling After Dark. We're signing off.
This is Rob Fury from the TRIFECTA. Where the hell am I from? SWF.
Something.
I'm all fucked up today.
Okay.
You know where I am and who I am.
Check
Guys,
in next month.
Thank you.
First Monday.